to be different in order for it to work. We'll talk about this with our guest. Joining me on the show at this point in time is Professor Madhav Nalapat, Editorial Director of the Sunday Guardian. Ambassador Manju Seth, former diplomat, joins us on the show as well. Irshad Hussain, South and Middle East Asia foreign policy expert, Empire Media panelist, joining us on the show as well. Mr. Athar Zia, Empire Media panelist, social activist, joins us on the broadcast as well. Mr. Sandeep Chachra, human rights defender, is also joining us on the show. Welcome everyone. It's an important topic. It is signaling some sort of a change in the way that Italy...
Are you hearing me?
I can hear you, Athar. Athar, what do you make of this? You know, Italy is going the France way, even though, you know, Italy has been far more peaceful when it comes to, you know, Islamic radicalism. Prime Minister of Italy also called out European neighborhoods being overrun by Sharia. What does this basically indicate to you?
Okay, Vidit. Let me start by thanking you for having me on your show. We are talking about Italy, and I think lakhs of people are listening to us. So first, we should know what Italy is and what are the developments before we directly come to the thing. So Italy is a country which of around 60 million population, 6 crore people, and the GDP of Italy has shrunk by a huge percentage in last 10 years. This is very important because that's why Professor Nalapat very rightly, all academicians are very straightforward and they talk about the points. So it's the economics which has really led to the rise of right-wing people there. Because the GDP has shrunk largely, even the population has shrunk by 0.3% in Italy. And so there is a lot of sense of insecurity among the local. Now, this lady who is set to become the Prime Minister has said many things about many statements she has made. One of the statements is what you quoted about Islam, and people have taken a long time talking about that. Let's talk about how it's going to affect India. We are Indians first, right? So we have the trade balance is for India. In case of Italy, we are exporting more and importing less. We are, 3.5 billion we are importing from Italy, and we are exporting more than 4 billion. So with thinking of this lady who said that she's going to take care of more about the local products and localization, and she's saying she doesn't want she's talking about replacement theory. She says that we don't want work, we want work for our people. It's very important to understand we have 200,000 Indians in Italy, around 160,000 in the agricultural sector, and they are laborers, they are working for dairy and agriculture sector, and rest of them are in the IT sector. So what's going to happen to them? If her policy of work for our people is going to be there, we really need to think about it. This is one point. Another point which might have a different, which is not, they don't have the same opinion as Indian standard policy, is on the war on Russia. I mean, the Ukraine war, she's supported openly, she supported Russia. I beg your pardon. She has supported Ukraine. She's criticized Putin for the war. So this is one thing which is really, we have to see how we are going to work around with that. And her famous signature line, everybody I think knows who's following news. She's saying, I'm Georgia, I'm Italian, I'm Christian, inverted commas. So this statement of, she's relating herself with her religion, Christianity, which is very, very unusual, and that's going to really have an effect on our relations with India, because India is a country where any party, including the president, everybody says country first, not the religion. So with this kind of a background, when she comes comes and takes power, so I'm slightly getting apprehensive, I'm sure, about the jobs opportunities for the Indians there. The people want to go there. The green pastures are looking for. Indians are highly competitive. And so the only way to shun them out is by this right-wing thinking that we don't want people from abroad, from India and whatever. So I'm sure somebody would be taking note of that.
Okay, we've almost run out of time. We'll take concluding thoughts from everyone, starting with Professor Nalapat.
Well, look, Vineet, I'd only like to say that let's not buy this conventional narrative about individuals and prejudge them. I mean, you have a conventional narrative about India, for example, which is completely unrelated to the facts. You have this narrative about this lady that, no, my God, after Mussolini, now you've got Melloni. And barring a few letters, there's no difference between them. That's absolute nonsense. The fact of the matter is, as has correctly been said, by Irshad, the reality is economics. The biggest insecurity, do I have a job tomorrow? And a lot of people have seen their jobs go. A lot